G'day, welcome back. So today it's kind of a bit of a sad moment. Sold a car. I didn't really want to sell the car, but kind of didn't have a choice and it was a good time. So sold the 2012 Ford Mondeo, the Mark IV 2-litre diesel. That's been a fantastic car. Been super reliable, cost hardly anything to run, but there were a few problems. One, just wasn't big enough, sadly. With 2 adults, 2 car seats, that was the car full. We saw from 2 videos ago, we went on holiday, went camping. Just wasn't quite enough room. If we wanted to go out for the day and take a couple of people, couldn't do it. Needed more seats. We also ran into an issue. The campground we stayed at was about 40 minutes down a gravel road. We kind of bottomed the car out a couple of times getting there, so we needed more seats, more ground clearance. And when we came back from holiday, we thought, well, let's go have a look. Because as it was, the Mondeo needed, well, didn't quite need it. Coming up, needed 4 new tyres soon. Needed a full service soon. So that was all filters. Was going to service the transmission again. It's been 2 years since I did that. So tyres $600, service $200, transmission service $200. There's due brake fluid as well and bits and pieces. So now was a good time to look before I kind of piled $1,000 into that car. See if we pile $1,000+ into a new car. So yeah, the brief was something with some ground clearance, something with 7 seats really. Now you'll see in the next video what we got, but we'll just go over that, why the Mondeo was such a great car. So if you've got a Mark IV Mondeo, you've probably seen Alan Howitt's videos. Now he tells you all about the Mark IV Mondeo, how fantastic a car it is. I can only go by the one that I owned. We've owned it for almost 3 years. It was an ex-lease car. When I got it, it had done 130,000 kilometers. When we sold it, it had done 190,000 kilometers. So 60,000 Ks in just under 3 years. That's 20,000 a year, give or take. What's gone wrong? Well, you would have seen a while ago we had a CAN bus communication error. That came up once, went away. A week later it came up again. I thought, well, I better look at this, because second time it came up, it stopped the car from running. So I took off all the ECU plugs, gave them a clean, gave all the loom a wiggle, did a load of kind of checking, couldn't find anything at all wrong. The problem hasn't come back in 6 months or whatever it is. So the problem that it might have had didn't really turn into anything else. But apart from that, it's had a set of rear brakes. Had a timing belt 50,000, 60, 70,000 kilometers ago. And that was it really. So nothing at all has gone wrong with that car in terms of breakdowns, apart from the problem that fixed itself. So it's needed no parts, no suspension parts, no anything. It's just needed routine kind of maintenance. Transmission still worked perfectly. So yeah, power shift transmissions, look after them, they'll look after you. So yeah, it was a fantastic car. Nothing ever went wrong. It cost like nothing to change the oil. Cost very little to change the oil. Filters were cheap. Everything was cheap. Got fantastic fuel mileage, but it just wasn't quite big enough. So sad to see it go. It was a fantastic car. Really going to miss it. You just knew where you were. You get in, drive it. It was great. But yeah. You have to see what the new one is. So yeah, I highly recommend the Mark IV Mondeo. The 2-litre TDCi is fantastic engine, plenty of power. We had the 163 horsepower version. I think there's a more powerful one. There's a couple of less powerful ones, but no, tip top engine, great car, super comfy. Just not quite enough room for 2 adults and 2 toddlers, turns out. Plus ground clearance, not ideal on gravel roads around here, but there we go. So looking for a cheap car, Ford Mondeo is where it's at. I'll buy another one if it suited my needs. And yeah, sad to see it go, but tomorrow you'll see what the new car is. So subscribe, ring bells, do all that stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow for that video. Cheers.